It's awkward.
It's Tuesday.
It's Brooke and Jubal's Awkward Tuesday phone call.
If you have an awkward situation with somebody and you want to confront them, don't do it in person, in private. Do it with us on the radio. It's how your Awkward Tuesday phone call works. If you have a problem with somebody, email us. We'll give you our advice as long as you make an Awkward Tuesday phone call in exchange. Today, Tony is on the phone, and he wants to do an Awkward Tuesday phone call with us. And we've been doing this for a while, gotten tons of emails from people who want to do these phone calls. His might be the most awkward one so far, though, which is pretty impressive, Tony, to be more awkward than everybody else in the Awkward Tuesday phone call. How you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for taking the call.
Yeah, well, thanks for your email. I appreciate it.
How do you feel about having the gold medal of awkward emails?
Well, it doesn't make me feel confident. I mean, I'm feeling like really uncomfortable, more so than awkward about the situation. So
your email says that you were at a work party with lots of guys and lots of girls there, and you started hitting on a girl that you really liked.
Well, yeah, I mean, hitting on sounds kind of predatory. I mean, we were talking, and it was going well.
I wasn't calling you like a pervert.
No.
I mean, I just you walked up to a girl that you liked and started talking to her. It's okay to do that.
Not just Tony, the office vulture.
No, I'm not
Okay.
a bar buzzard. I mean,
All right, so you organically started talking to this girl at work, and you wanted to ask her out to go on a date, a very organic, fun date with no predatory action at all involved.
well, maybe at the end, but yeah, essentially, we were connecting, and it was building, and it was like, oh, I should ask this girl out. I was getting kind of excited to do it, and I was figuring out my play, and I just figured out how to kind of do it, and just then, her friend Renee asked me out. And said we should go out and hang out and do stuff, and I was kind of...
And your response to Renee was, no, thank you, I'm actually kind of interested in somebody else, right?
I wish that I did, but like an idiot, I said yes. I mean, it kind of took me off guard. I was flustered. She was like, let's go hang out and do stuff, and I mean, I had a couple drinks at the time, and I wish that I didn't, but I did.
So you said yes to this date that you don't even want to go on.
Right. I mean, she's lovely. She's nice. She's pretty. She's cool, but she's just not the one that I was excited about.
Your email didn't say when you guys went out. Did you go out that same night, or did you schedule another time?
It was a continuation of the night. We went out to a couple other places, and things got better for her and worse for me.
Because she was having a good time with you, and all you wanted to be doing was out on a date with your other coworker.
Yes.
Tony, since you said yes, though, to Renee, did you give her an honest chance? I mean, it sounds like she's a nice girl, a cute girl.
I did. Yes, I did. And you know what? The truth is, she's great. I had a nice time with her, In fact...
Don't lie. You don't have to be nice, Tony.
Yeah.
You didn't have a good time with her. You didn't want to be out with her. You wanted to be out with this other girl.
I mean, I did want to be out with the other girl.
And that's what your problem is, right? You need to call this girl and tell her that you're not into her.
Yes. I want to be honest with Renee about the whole thing, and I don't want this thing to snowball and keep going and be in a position where I can't do that. And I want Renee to say, it's okay, you can, you have my permission.
Well, why do you need Renee? Okay, why do you need Renee's permission to ask somebody else out on a date?
Well, because they're friends, and I'm sure they talk, and I'm sure Renee's going to find out about it anyway, and there's no sly way to ask Janie out with Renee not knowing.
Yeah. Okay. That could get things really messy at work,
Yeah, you add best friends plus the work situation. Are you sure it's not best to just cut your losses at this point, Tony?
Well, I need to tell her, I think, and that's what I need your help to do. I don't know how to do it. Do I just tell her the truth, or do I kind of make up some kind of lie?
It's always better to make up a very big lie in this situation, I think. Do you think that she's going to be really upset about this?
Maybe. I mean, we did kiss on the date.
No. See,
you
let her on. Why kiss her if you didn't want to be out with her in the first place?
I don't know, man. I mean, come on. Sometimes things happen. And,
Okay. So she thinks you guys are going to go out again.
Yes, we're supposed to go out on Friday.
Tony!
dude.
Is that your fault? Did you suggest those plans? Make future plans with her?
No. She kept like asking, and she was like, "How about next Friday? There's this thing I want to go to."
Learn the word no, Tony. Tony, you got to learn how to say no. So you need to call her and go, "Hey, I don't want to go out with you, and I want to go out with your friend." That's what you want to do with your Awkward Tuesday phone call.
Yeah, basically.
We'll give you our advice and have you make your Awkward Tuesday phone call right after we play a song, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
It's awkward.
It's Tuesday.
It's Brooke and Jubal's Awkward Tuesday phone call.
You know, there's this whole trend nowadays of telling the truth, right? It's pretty trendy to do that. Remember when everybody used to lie and it was great back in the 90s?
I don't.
The 90s lying was huge.
So you're saying lying's vintage now?
Yeah, it is. And I think we should go back to it. A little throwback Tuesday to lying. That's what I think that maybe Tony needs to do in his Awkward Tuesday phone call. Tony is having an issue at work. He ended up going out on a date with this girl named Renee. The thing is, he didn't want to go out with Renee. He wants to go out with his coworker, Janie. Renee and Janie are friends, so he feels like he needs to call Renee right now and break the news to her that he doesn't actually want to go out with her, but he wants to go out with her friend. Tony, are you almost ready to make your Awkward Tuesday phone call?
Yeah, I want to be honest with her. And
Like I just said, I don't know. I feel like in most situations, honesty is the best policy or whatever they say, right? But in this situation, I really feel since it's going to affect your work and everything else, it might be better just to tell Renee that you don't want to see her and then figure out a way to ask Janie out in your own time. Like, give it like a week or so and then ask her out. Don't you think that would be a better way to do it than tell her that you want permission to date her friend?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like it would cause for some drama.
I will tell you from a girl's perspective, girls talk, they figure out that kind of thing, and it might come and bite you later if you don't tell.
That's what I was thinking. Just be above board and clear the air.
I will say, Tony, it's okay to omit a few things, like, oh, I think your friend is hotter. You don't have to tell her that.
No.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm going to dial the phone number, let you talk to Renee, and then we'll jump in and save you if you need saving, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Good luck.
Hello?
Hey, Renee. It's Tony.
Hey, how are you? I was thinking about you.
Oh yeah. I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm doing really well, actually.
Good. You know, I'm sorry to call. I just I think we need to talk. Do you have a minute?
About what? Yeah.
You know, just the other night I had a really good time with you.
Yeah, me too. I did too. It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It was unexpected, and it kind of took me off guard, you know, because I was having a great time with you, but initially I had thought I was going to be with somebody else.
Okay, well, what is that? I don't know what that means.
Well, like I called because I wanted to be honest with you and tell you, you know, I had a great time with you, but I had actually been right about to ask Jeannie out, and you know, I wanted to tell you that because I'd still like to ask her out.
Janie, my Janie?
Yeah, I know you guys are friends. And I was hoping you would give me your blessing on that, and you know, maybe her phone number if you have it. Hello?
You want to go out with my best friend? You want me to give you her phone number? Are you kidding me? Like, you're calling for my blessing. You just made out with me, and you want to actually date my best friend? That's the most thing I've ever heard. I mean, are you kidding me?
You know, there were drinks involved, and I think it was.
So basically, you're telling me that you're too much of a to ask out the person you wanted to, and then you said yes to the person that you actually didn't want to hang out with, and then you made out with her, and you told her you're beautiful, and you said you were going to go on a second date, and now you're calling me to ask for my friend's phone number because you want to make out with her. Yeah, that's happening, dude.
Well, when you put it that way, it sounds really bad. But, you know, my goal was to be a good guy and to be honest with you and tell you the truth.
You have the audacity to ask for my friend's number when 48 hours ago you were touching my boob, okay? Your tongue was down my throat. What the hell is wrong with you? You want a phone number? This is the most bullshit thing I've ever experienced in my life. You think that Janie's going to want to date you? You're just a douchebag.
Awkward.
Hello?
Awkward.
Hello? Hello? What was that?
That was me, Renee.
Who's me? Who is me?
This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning. I'm moving 92.5.
Okay, and what are you doing on the phone? What is this?
That's because Tony wanted to call you in an awkward Tuesday phone call on our radio show.
Oh, because he's that much of a douche that he doesn't even call me in person. He's doing it on a damn radio show.
Yeah, pretty much sums it up. Tony
Worse.
Tony emailed us about the issue that he was having. Said that he went out with you the other night when you guys were kind of drunk at a work party, but he really wants to date your coworker and didn't know how to approach you. So he wanted our advice on how to talk to you about it.
This is all on the... I mean, you guys are on the radio. This is like for entertainment purposes.
No, we try to think of it as problem solving.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. Well, you know what? You have somebody who's calling who has no clue what they're talking about, and so his problem's never going to be solved. Like, he just lives in his own problem. And frankly, Tony, good luck to you because Janie's never going to date you, okay? Is Tony even still on the phone? Tony?
I think so. Tony, you still there?
Yeah.
He sounds so defeated.
Tony, just for the record, you're a horrible kisser. I felt like you were a suction cup on my damn face. And I just tried to stay afloat the whole damn time.
So, Renee, I'm guessing that you're not going to put in a reference for Tony to go out on a date with your friend then.
Yeah.
No. Get a life, okay? And, Tony, I'll see you at work, you douche.
Oh. Renee?
And there she goes.
Okay.
Tony, you still on the line?
Yeah.
That went about as well as I thought it was going to, bro.
Me too.
Oh, it's terrible.
You know, I think everyone's blowing this out of proportion a little bit. It was one date. It wasn't even a date. It was a hangout after a party, and we made out, and I touched her boob. It's not
All
a
right.
big deal. I mean, we're adults.
Well, Tony, thank you for your email. Thanks for doing the Awkward Tuesday phone call. Good luck with Janie.
Okay, thanks, guys.
All right. Might be time to look for a new job, bud.
Yeah.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
You pretty much knew from the get-go that this Awkward Tuesday phone call was not going to end well for Tony. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5. If you missed the Awkward Tuesday phone call, make sure you check it out shortly on our website at moving925.com. But Tony wanted to call Renee because he and Renee went on a little date after a work party where he was about to ask out another one of his coworkers. He was kind of drunk, said yes to Renee. They ended up going out, making out, hanging out, and made plans to go out again, but he needed to call her and tell her that he's actually not interested in her and he's more interested in her friend who works at the same office. Renee obviously did not take the news very well, yelled at him, Eventually hung up the phone, and now his awkward Tuesday phone call is going to continue to be an awkward workplace from now on, I think.
And this guy is like the poster child for dumb.
Yeah.
Like every once in a while I'd be like, okay, I can see where you think that may work out. This would never work out for you, dude.
He would have been lucky if it barely worked out and she did get the number, but he'd not even wanted that. He wanted her blessing.
Yeah.
He wanted her to be happy about it.
I don't know why he didn't just go with the classic strategy of being the worst date possible to her.
Yeah, he should have gone out with her again. That would actually...
Her feelings would have never been hurt.
We should have given him that advice before he made his awkward Tuesday phone call. Because we said, I was like, try to just gloss over it and maybe tell her that you don't want to go out with her again, and then don't ask for the blessing because that's kind of weird. He went with that anyway, but that was a really good idea,
Well,
Leah. He should have gone out with her like he had planned originally, just been a terrible date, so she never wanted to see him again, and then he would have been able to go out with her.
Right? Just insulted her the whole time.
Yeah, that's all he would have had to do.
Lose 5, Renee. What's going on?
Her best friend would have never gone out with somebody that treated her that way,
that's
though.
true.
I mean,
Well, he doesn't have
come
to
on.
treat her
Like,
bad. He could just be lame. And then, anyway, it could have worked out a lot better for him, I think. If you have a problem with somebody and you want our advice, just email the show, brookandjubal@moving925.com. We will give you some advice on how to handle your situation as long as you make an awkward Tuesday phone call in exchange. Like I said, it will be online shortly at moving925.com.
Moving 92.5.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning presents $1,000 Thanksgiving.
$1,000 Thanksgiving.
We